Press Forward Podcast.
Welcome to the Press Forward Performance Podcast, brought to you by HTNX. I am your host, Kobe Rashawn, and this is our first ever episode with the Press Forward Performance brand. So I want to introduce this young man properly because he is the CEO of the brand, top dog, Mr. Press Forward himself. Yeah. We got Mr. Dom Marcel. I added the Marcel part, bro.
That's cool. That's cool.
I got a little backstory because people don't know, like my actual first cousin.
Yes, sir.
So we actually grew up together. Yeah. People don't know. I hear a lot of people call you Dom instead of Dino, but we call you Dino growing up. That's a nickname given to you by our grandfather. Rest in paradise, Nashville Caldwell.
Most definitely.
He gave you that nickname, so everybody in the family, close friends, call you Dino.
Yeah.
But now it's Dom. So if I call you Dino, forgive me, my brother. It's not intentional.
All love, brother. You already know.
Yeah, man. But how you feeling, bro? This is the first podcast. Got some notes right here.
Yeah. On the clean cards. I
really don't need them, bro. We've been, you know what I'm saying. We've been around so long, but to keep everything uniform, I'm just go kind of based off these little cue cards that I got.
Bet. Let's do it.
Let's see here, bro. I gave you a brief intro. I'm kind of going into detail a little bit about who you are. You know, first and foremost, God-fearing man. Yes, sir. Husband, father, full-time employee. You still work.
Facts,
on top of fitness guru, and then you just added something else to the mix, the bodybuilding.
Yes, sir. Men's physique, baby. Men's physique. Yes, sir.
My first question is with having to wear so many hats, how are you managing it all? Far as time and where your mental space at? Having to do so much in one day.
Bro, honestly, I can't really attest it to myself, bro. Every day I wake up, I have to ask God for the strength, the wherewithal, the wisdom and the knowledge to take care of all those things, bro, first and foremost. And then, bro, I just tackle it one task at a time. I do my best to try to make everything set in place, time frame, do my best to do that. Of course, things happen, but bro, I'm not gonna lie, I can get overbearing sometimes. But like I said, bro, being that I start my day off just asking God for the strength. A lot of times, bro, I can't answer to you how I do it. I just know that I press forward and I do it.
Bro, that time management is key. And that kind of goes to my next question on, where did press forward come from? What made you run with press forward, and say, you know what, I'm going to create this brand and I'm going to live this motto, this mantra, and press forward is what it is. So what made you come up with that?
Bro, I don't think I necessarily have put this on a public platform, but not to go too deep into it, but bro, it was just a really, really rough time in my life in my early 20s, maybe 19, 20, bro. I had my first child, and it's going through something that I experienced young that I never wanted my children to experience. I was going through, and bro, all I heard from the Holy Spirit was press forward, press forward. I'm going to the gym, it's a struggle. I'm doing work, it's a struggle. And bro, I just know that many people out there are going through those same things. So it just became more of living the lifestyle and then believing that others will want to do the same.
I will say, bro, that's one thing that I admire about you, and I'm not just, saying this just to say it, bro. Discipline. Yeah. Discipline has always been your strong suit. Yeah. And a lot of people don't realize, I think a lot of times we look at gifts as music, dance, comedy or whatever, sports. Thanks. But no, discipline is a gift, man. To be able to communicate is a gift. Being able to listen and comprehend is a gift that some have better than others. But I admire your discipline. So you stepping into the health field or bodybuilding field or gym field, it fits your personality. Sure. Somebody who's never was giving into peer pressure. You know what I'm saying? You always was a outstanding, child coming up, and you didn't forsake that into your adult years. Sure. Even now, you still carry that well about yourself. So I admire that about you, bro.
Man, appreciate it,
for
bro.
sure. You gotta have that for sure, because I'm pretty sure it's days where you wake up, you man, I don't want to work out, or I don't want to eat this. You know what I'm saying? I want to go eat pizza and hamburgers like the kids eat.
Bro,
real. But. I admire that about you, man. I had this planned, and I want you to kind of just follow me, like,
I got
man, because we can talk.
you. You know how we run it, bro.
Man, and I'm
We
gonna say
run
it
it.
like this: as much as you are involved in, bro,
Yeah.
especially you being a business owner, a CEO of this company, you know what I'm saying? This is a Press Forward podcast, and we talking to the guy who, you know, made it all happen. You know, all praises to the Most High. But
Yes, sir.
we're gonna try to stick to like the bodybuilding journey,
Bet.
you know, within this time frame that we have. So, what made you jump into the bodybuilding arena?
Bro, to be honest with you, like being in the gym, I mean, maybe getting out of high school, 16, 17, I've always been in that space. But I think once you in a space for so long, it's like, all right, you need something to push you to that next level. And that's what bodybuilding was. Like I've always felt like I could step on a bodybuilding stage. Like you said, right? I have the discipline. I didn't have necessarily the knowledge, but I did have the work hard. And so it was like, all right, it's time to take it up to that next level. It's time I've been in this space long enough. Let's go after this dream that I wish that I could have done. Probably early on in my life. So that's really what made me step on stage, bro. I'm like, man, it's time for me to take to the next level. It's time for me to separate myself from just the average gym going guy.
Yeah, you definitely like, you know, you step into a smaller class because a lot of guys are, you know, very fit, very, you know, very health. And, you know, what am I trying to say? They're very knowledgeable of health and very, you know, they got the gym routine down packed. They look good, but hitting that stage, you know, it just,
Bro,
yeah,
it's different, bro.
It's different. So,
different.
for you to say that you want to do that and check that off your bucket list and actually, you know, put your mind to it and actually perform and do all that stuff, like that's what's up. Just stepping out on faith and say, hey, this is something I'm gonna do and I'm gonna accomplish it, and you know, whatever happens after that, just have it. That's how it goes.
Bro, I want to add this little side story in there,
ahead.
bro. It was in, I say November of 2024. Me and my wife and I was talking, and we was like, you know, if you're gonna do it, do it. But I didn't know how I was gonna do it. I didn't have no orientation to my coach, none of that at the time. It was just like, bro, this is what I desire to do. And so we was gonna find a way to go do it, bro. This episode of the Press Forward podcast is sponsored by the Nutrition Vibe. Listen, if you're in the DFW area, you're looking for great vibes, great food, and great refreshers, Nutrition Vibe is the place. Now back to the episode.
Hey, so hold on. Before I forget,
Yeah.
you got an envelope.
Yeah.
You got an envelope.
Okay.
You know, we gifted you, Press Forward gifted you something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But look, you got an envelope right there.
Yeah,
I want
yeah.
you to
Let's see what
you
I
know,
got.
open the envelope.
Got an envelope, y'all.
Yeah, and this gonna be kind of like a little time journey, right? So we got young Dino there.
Bro, that's crazy.
Young Dino
That's
there.
crazy.
How old were you then? Do you remember?
Bro, I had to be about 17, 18 in this picture.
What
Dang,
was?
bro.
Dang, that's crazy. What was the goal then? One picture at a time, brother. Stack
My
them on top of
bad,
each
my
other.
bad. Yeah, so I think this one, bro, it was just to get in the best shape I could, or get as big as I could at that time, bro. I was like 145, probably
you
pushing.
was
pushing.
fighting weight. Yeah.
Fighting weight, bro, at this stage. But I wouldn't necessarily like how big I desired to be in this photo either. Well, that's
So
crazy.
that photo kind of shows me that, like, cause you was always the lean body. You know what I'm saying? So that you kind of showed me that, man, you can put on muscles. Even the lean guy that's out there and say, hey, I always been lean my whole life. That guy can still put on muscle, or is that genetics? What would you say about that?
Nah, bro, I feel like anybody can put on muscle.
You can put on muscle.
Especially just from my journey in general. I know some people have, different health issues or it doesn't matter. But, bro, you get in the gym, work hard, eat right, bro, your body is made to adapt. So
Yeah. Cause your dad's your dad had a nice solid
Facts.
build for sure.
Facts.
And then on that picture also, one thing I want to point out, you was kind of fresh out of high school. You said 17, 18.
Yep.
Probably just graduated. You played varsity basketball.
Yeah.
And you know that's a lot of cardio,
Bro.
moving up and down too. So that probably, you know, what made you say at that point in your life that I'm finna go add this muscle? You
Which
know,
is the
what
funny
made you
stuff.
feel like you wasn't because you know what I'm saying?
Funny story, bro. I didn't get into the gym to want to get into the gym. Like, you know what I'm saying? Most people say I got into the gym to want to be big. Bro, when I started lifting, man, and shout out to I'm gonna say my big brother. I call him my Bronc, but bro, shout out to him because I came to him when I was 17. It was like, hey, I want to dunk my senior year.
Yeah. Who's
And-
Stephon?
Yeah, Stephon Newton, bro.
Shout out Stephon,
man,
bro.
shout out Steph, bro.
Yeah.
Man, my man's. But I said I want to dunk. I didn't know none of this was gonna be coming about, or like even me getting this big at this time frame, bro. I didn't even have that in the picture. So at that moment, I just fell in love with the grind, like getting in, breaking down, building up. And to be honest with you, bro, I even maybe before this picture, but still a bit of this picture, bro. I was very unconfident because I felt so little, and so it was like, man, I want to dunk because that made me feel big.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, boom, and then I started getting big, and I'm like, whoa, like okay, bro, if I work hard, like I'm disciplined, like
Cause you trying to go play collegiate ball.
yeah,
right?
at that time,
How
bro,
tall
I
are
got
you?
hoop dreams. 5'9", bro, 5'9", yeah, bro, I ain't
So,
top. I ain't
so you
top.
5'9", you like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to go play collegiate ball. I probably need to put on some size, you know. I probably need to dunk the ball.
I definitely need to be able to dunk or have some type of hops for sure.
For sure. Yeah. I don't even know the average height for collegiate players, but 5'9", you definitely.
I'm on the shorter end of the scale. I ain't
for
playing
sure.
shooting guard, that's for sure.
For sure. So we're gonna go to the next picture, man. What we got here?
Bet. Sheesh.
So on this image right here, turn around, let me see which one we got.
Yeah, this one right
All right,
here.
so yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so I'm looking at this picture, right?
Yeah.
This is a part of the workout journey. This is you met your coach, and we're gonna kind of get into that.
Yeah.
But you're actually getting ready for the show.
Yep.
I look at that picture and I say, bro is ready for the show.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you look like the Hulk. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
but you kind of broke it down to me. We talk a lot outside of off the cameras. You told me that that's not a show body.
Yeah.
That's a beach body.
Yep. Facts,
Kind
bro.
of tell me, talk to the people, talk to us, and tell us the difference.
Man, first and foremost, man, I don't know, bro. I was just kind of still blown away looking at this picture, but it's a difference. It's a difference in conditioning in your body and just the duration of training. Because even to be honest with you, most people didn't know if they didn't watch like my vlogs and stuff. I was supposed to do a show July 12th, like in Shreveport, Louisiana, and like at that time, I wasn't even ready when I thought I was. Like at that time, I probably felt the best that I did, you know, in the past years at that time.
Yeah.
And you know, gratefully, bro, I did have a coach tell me that because I could have got on stage, you know, looking mediocre. And I even did. Some people would say this looks to a different magnitude, and this looks very good gym wise, bro. But bodybuilding wise, it's just a different caliber. So you know, you just kind of want to step on stage with a little bit more condition and just better physique.
So you'll be able to like walk around at that size right there. You think
Yeah,
so?
100%, 100%.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, but like it's a lot more cutting to it when you get ready to step
Little bit
on
more
that stage.
digging.
That's what I said, man. It's a smaller, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You step into a smaller arena when you hit that stage, and that's something that I just learned from, you know, watching you prep and go perform. But we're gonna go to the last image,
bet.
and all of them for you, man. Take them home, bro.
Man, I appreciate it, bro.
So in this
Definitely.
last image
It's
right
cold.
here is showtime.
Yeah.
Showtime.
Yeah,
Is this the day of, or is this like?
This is probably maybe 2 weeks, 2 or 1 weeks out, bro.
But you kind of get the point.
Yeah, no, bro. I was
Yeah,
literally,
good point.
I mean, I was maybe like 2 or 3 pounds off from the goal weight here. But no, this was dang near show weight, bro. One of my last posing sessions with my coach.
So we go to the actual show.
Yeah.
What show did you do in Dallas?
Lone Star Dallas or Lone Star Texas. Lone Star
Star
Rising is what it's called.
And you were supposed to do a show here in Shreveport.
Yep, I was supposed to do a different federation, just a whole nother show. Here
Okay.
in
Bigger
Shreveport.
show. I'm pretty sure the bigger show
In Dallas?
in Dallas.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, definitely.
Okay. But you turned down. Well, I ain't gonna say turned down. You wasn't ready. You said you wasn't prepared for the show in Shreveport because of your coach. Before we go into the coach, how did you go about finding a coach?
Bro, to be honest with you, it's crazy. I would say it's crazy. It's divine the way it happened. Never seen this guy like before. I said this guy. Never seen the head coach of the coaching team before. Scrolling on Instagram, and man, I seen like the page, seen it as an ad.
Yeah.
And so then I went on his page. I'm like, bro, these transformations are crazy.
Yeah.
So now, you know, he's saying reach out. So I reach out. You know, we get in contact with each other. It was crazy. I reached out to a couple other ones just once I finally talked to him, like, man, just budgeting the whole thing for the family.
Yeah.
Like, man, I really didn't know.
It ain't a cheap ticket.
No, bro. Bodybuilding is not no, a normal grocery bill for a month or something like that, bro. It's a pretty hefty ticket on top of other stuff. And so, man, I reached out to him, he reached out back, and I was like, man, I really want to do it. He had some great transformations, and I knew at that point, we had our second conversation. I was like, talk to my wife. She was like, if we're going to do it, let's do it, bro.
Right.
We're going to do it. So,
and so that's what you did.
Yeah.
You decided to go with Ascend Coaching.
Yeah.
Right?
Ascend Coaching, bro. Shout out to Ascend Coaching.
Shout out to Ascend
bro.
Coaching.
Yes, bro.
Y'all got my boy right, man.
Best team in the game, bro.
Best team in the game. What did you find appealing about them? Like, when you were locked in with them, right?
Yeah.
What's some of the things that you can recall, like, all right, I made a good choice.
Yeah, man, off the front end, bro, that they're a God-fearing coaching team.
For sure.
Like, bro, they have Bible studies every Tuesday. They have weekly team
match your
calls.
personality.
Match my personality,
Yeah.
bro. That was the main thing. Whenever that second combo, he was just kind of filling me in on what everything comes with and like what all they offer, what all they do. And I was like, man, I think that's very divine because it aligned with who I was. Mm-hmm. So
walking together in agreement, man. And nothing's more important than that. So if y'all can, walk in the same, if y'all align with the same faith, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be a cakewalk, you know?
Makes it
so
easy, bro.
Yeah, for sure. That's pretty cool that you considered that, and they consider sharing that with you because a lot of companies kind of shy away from their faith. They keep their religion or their beliefs separate from their business.
Right.
So that's amazing, man, that they actually, proclaim their faith and that you identified that and y'all were able to lock in together,
Bro, facts, man.
For real.
That's
so
big.
go to your favorite part of this journey, the prep.
The prep.
The prep. Talk to us about the prep.
Bro.
From day one with the Ascending Coaching till final day, what do you kind of remember about prepping?
Man, and it was a lot of fun and a lot of hard work too. Because I don't think I've ever eaten as many times a day that I did. In the process,
usually eating is not a bad thing though.
And that's what I thought, bro.
Yeah.
I thought the same thing, man. And just the amount of food you had to eat, and I think what really kind of intensified it was my work schedule that went along with it.
Without saying too much, like your job entails a lot of walking, right?
A lot of walking. A lot of heavy carrying stuff. So it's added on to just somebody having a normal desk job or something and doing on prep.
Yeah.
Like I was expending a lot of energy, and when it got down to crunch time, not having energy and expending energy, like it got rough.
Like I told you, like you wasn't like, I guess I'm just saying this, ignorantly, but it don't seem like what you were putting your body through, you supposed to be working a full-time job doing that. You know what I'm saying? But you were able to pull it off. I definitely feel like a lot of people who, train like that and diet like that, they probably, don't work a full-time job or have a full-time position to where they're exerting themselves on top of, the gym life and everything else they got to do.
Facts, bro. And I want to shout out to people that do, man, because, bro,
sure.
that's a whole nother task, man. To work a full-time job, having to hit, 10,000 steps, so, bro, just be digging. Like, I know during prep, bro, I maybe had to hit at the highest, like 26,000 steps in a day.
Bro, that's crazy.
For, like, a couple of days at a time. Because, bro, most people, they don't talk about that, bro. And it was... when you really digging in and you really are trying to achieve something, man, it takes hard work, bro. Like, most people don't know this, bro. I'm saying, I used to be taking steps around my living room. Like, of course,
just to hit your target?
Bro, just to hit my target goal, because my wife worked at nighttime. So if I couldn't get my steps in during cardio, doing work, bro, I was like pacing around my kitchen and my living room, hitting steps.
Kids looking at you crazy.
Bro, they trying to figure out why my daddy walking in circles. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. And, man, it was grateful to have them along the journey with me.
But you could have been like, man, I can't do it.
Yeah.
But press forward, bro.
Gotta press forward, bro.
Hey, man.
Bro, I'm telling you, man, I wasn't taking no excuses on myself. Like, and that was the one thing I promised myself in this journey was, bro, if you gonna do it, we finna rock it out 100%.
Gotta do it.
100%, bro.
Because you, like I said, you already spent that ticket.
Bro,
so
I'm telling you.
It ain't no turning back after that.
Nah, bro. No. Not at all. Not
but
at all.
those are for yours to keep.
Bad, bro. Appreciate you.
Compliments of the company.
That's right. That's right. Company gifts.
Yeah,
I love
for
it.
sure, man.
I love it.
We're gonna jump right into the meals.
Yeah.
You know, what were you eating during your time of prep?
A lot of fish. And it started off pretty mild. Either had some shrimp, tilapia. I don't eat chicken. That's a story for another time, of course. And beef and some ground beef. Yeah, ground beef, lean ground beef. A lot of jasmine rice, bro. At first, there's a lot of jasmine rice, and eventually none. I know, bro. I think had to cut carbs from the end of May till dang near my showtime in August.
So you going no carbs at all?
No carbs at all, bro. Asparagus, broccoli, and my greens, and tilapia.
Did they explain why? Or can you kind of explain?
Yeah.
Okay.
They did. You know, the asparagus like a natural diuretic, so it helps cleanse out your kidneys.
Okay.
And tilapia is just a really lean fish. So it does, you want to drop as much body fat as you can.
Yeah.
And so I was eating ground beef once a day, in the latter weeks in that last month or so. But tilapia is just really lean fish, so it can really get you cut. Like, quick.
Give your body what you need.
You're
not trying to eat for taste or enjoyment at that point, right?
Brother, I got to a point where I ain't had no seasonings. I ain't had no taste.
Hold on, so you wasn't putting seasoning on your food?
Bro, I couldn't season.
What's wrong with
nothing. Sodium. It helps you, like you hold water. So of course, water weight. Like you really don't know your true weight now. Granted, you drinking water, but you want it to flush out your system, which is why the natural diuretics come into play, flush out your kidneys, and then of course, lean food to keep shedding the fat off.
Bro,
or the weight
you
off.
was eating just to live.
That's it, bro. I was surviving.
That's crazy, man. But all for a good cause, right?
Bro, facts, bro. I was well satisfied with the result, oversatisfied with the result of eating like that, and bro, the cardio and everything.
Yeah. What about your day-to-day workouts? What is that? Without
It wasn't too excruciating. Now I will say it's a lot more like repetitions.
You talked about the steps, so was it anything else like? So you doing your walking, you getting your steps in. Now you're going to the gym, or you bench pressing and your traditional workouts on top of you getting your 10,000 steps.
Definitely working out, and that was a play of course, because of course you still got to build muscle and everything like that. You still, now of course. You can start off with the amount of food you eat, lifting 100-pound dumbbells, pressing really heavy weight. But, bro, as you cut weight, I'm telling you, man, y'all don't expect to keep all of your strength. Because, bro, I started off beginning to prep, bro, I could press 120-pound dumbbells for like a solid 4 or 5 reps. Bro, by the end, 100-pound dumbbells felt like 140s.
Wow.
Bro, it's just the way the body
throwing them up there.
Bro, what? Man.
Looking crazy at the gym.
Bro, crazy. I'm telling you, bro.
That's what's up. So I got this one question, and this is just a shout out to the family. How was the family throughout your journey and prep? Like I said, like the kids probably looking at you crazy.
Yeah.
Wife probably like, oh man, he at the gym again. But everybody has that understanding mindset of this is what dad want to do. So kind of talk about the family throughout the process.
Bro, what you say was key, bro. The understanding mindset. Because it wasn't easy. And I just want to take this time to highlight. I know I made my post and everything, but, bro, shout out to my lovely wife, Miss Caldwell. Because, bro, when I tell you she had my back, bro, she had my back. She was on point, bro. When I was too tired to make meals, the whole nine, bro, she was prepping my meals for me. Just being that supportive, bro, the whole way.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I know I haven't told this story online or nothing, but when I wasn't able to make my first show, like when my coach was like, bro, I just don't feel like you ready yet. Bro, she talked me out of saying forget it, because I was done, bro.
You was done.
I was done.
You was kind of like fatigued.
I was mentally fatigued, and I felt like, bro, I was digging, and it's like, when you work so hard for something and you still fall up short, it's like a big, I don't know, defeating feeling. And so, bro, she talked me right out of it, and grateful that just having that support system. The children, they were understanding, because in their mind it was cool to have like a bodybuilding dad.
Yeah.
They didn't necessarily know what bodybuilding was, but it was something different for them.
Man, I don't know if it hit you yet, but dude, like for your kids to grow up to be able to say, yeah, my dad's a bodybuilder, like that's, you know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
I know,
That's
it's crazy,
something that,
bro.
as a young man, you know, you grow up, you like, bro, like that's unattainable. You know what I'm saying? Like these guys are like superheroes, you know.
Facts.
But now you are one of those guys, so the kids get to look at that in a different light and enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Say,
Facts.
hey, my dad did this, so the sky's the limit now in their eyes. You know.
Facts.
I want to go through the show day in itself.
Yeah.
So you wake up what time?
Bro, had to wake up at 3:30. So
3:30 in the morning.
Bro, I had to wake up at 3:30, bro, because I had to get my second coat of tanning at 4:30
in the morning.
in the morning, bro. I had just,
Hold on, so and please don't forget your thought.
No, you.
Tanning is a culture that I am totally unfamiliar with.
Yeah.
If you got to wake up at 4 in the morning, go get tan.
Yeah, bro. And I mean, they had different times throughout the day. That was just kind of like the time they had available at that time, because most people were still getting tanned almost up until the show. Like that second. So you got to get tanned once for your initial coat, and then the day of the show, you got to get tanned again, your second coat, before you go step on stage.
And it's kind of like what enhanced the.
Yeah, it makes your muscles pop, like especially from the stage lighting, and it hits. It's like, okay, like you can see the definition in your muscles.
But bro, 3:30 in the morning,
brother. Listen, and then when I get there, I get the second coat. I'm like, man, okay, cool. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna take me a nap. X, Y, Z. As I walk out the lady, say, hey, don't go back to bed. I say, huh, brother, brother. I was like, yeah. So from that morning.
Hold on, you couldn't lay down?
I could not lay down. Well, I could lay down. I just couldn't fall asleep. But I knew, bro, if I wouldn't lay down, I was falling asleep.
Oh boy, you finna punish,
bro.
You
sleep wasn't gonna want no parts of me, bro.
Bro, that spray finna be all over the sheets,
bro. And it was crazy, bro. I had to sleep on the couch. Cause bro, I didn't want to get on the sheets. I didn't want to have to deal with that whole not necessarily my wife, but deal with the cleaning part of getting on my sheets. And you gotta sleep with long sleeve clothes on and stuff too, so it don't like bleed off everywhere. Yeah. Or you can't sweat either.
So yeah, you go get your tan at 3 in the morning.
Yep.
And now it's showtime. You hit the stage, right? Yeah. First pose was what? You remember?
Definitely they made us do our front pose.
Front pose?
Yeah, front pose. So with men's physique, it's on like 4 poses, like mandatories. Like front pose, side pose, back pose, side pose.
What was the easiest?
Easiest for me, I say front pose.
Front pose?
Yeah, because side pose, bro, it's really to show your obliques. So you holding your breath the whole time.
Hold on. So it's kind of like flexing, right? So
right, it's like flexing. Like
finding different ways to flex.
to flex.
At the same time, why you can't breathe?
Because if you breathe, like your muscles relax. So like if when you get into your pose, you kind of holding it, like you release all the air out of your body, so you don't look fluffy. And so, bro, that's the tough part. Now, while you changing poses, you kind of got this little techniques and ways that you can kind of breathe and not look fluffy, and then you getting right back into your next pose.
Yeah.
So it's
So you just like holding your breath while maintaining a good image.
Because you still gotta smile. Yep.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Still gotta smile, bro.
Still gotta smile. You still have to. But what? So what's going on in your mind during this? Because it's fast paced, right?
It's pretty fast, bro.
Yeah.
Not a lot. It's kind of like when people talk about track runners when they train for 9 months to run for 9 seconds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that whole time, bro, maybe I overthink that sometimes too. I know I was overthinking, and it was just like, man, But to be honest, when you get there on stage, I was just trying to convince myself, bro, have fun at this point. Like you hear the hard work is done. Like have fun. Look good, you know what I'm saying?
Because it's your first show.
Right.
Yeah.
And so initially I was tense back there, but every competitor's backstage, and man, shout out to everybody that I met too that was there, bro. Everybody's friendly. I mean, it's not everybody look mean when they first walk in, but most of the people was friendly, bro. Because you just respect the grind.
That's good to know, because this is a culture a lot of people don't know about. So
yeah, man.
It's most of a friendly culture environment.
Facts.
People just want to see each other, succeed.
Facts, bro. Yeah. Because I mean, you everybody backstage, bro. You're looking at all different displays of hard work.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Just understanding, hey, if I had to do this, bro, I know what you had to do to get this kind of physique, right. Or everybody had to do crazy amount of cardio. Everybody had to not eat rice, you know what I'm saying, or not eat carbs for those last couple weeks. So you just respect the grind and respect everybody there.
So the results from your first show. Yeah. First off, before you tell me the results, what were you expecting? Would it be your first show?
Of course, in my opinion, bro, I want to come out because that show you was eligible to get your pro card. So, bro, I was shooting for the pro card. It wasn't
pro card. What?
Your pro card is just making you a pro bodybuilder. In that federation.
So you consider a pro. Your first, you get that W, you consider a pro.
Yep, off rip. Okay. Like you get your pro card. There's certain shows that make you eligible for it.
Gotcha.
And that just so happened to be one of them. And they have different pro cards in different federations. So I did the OCB, which is the All Natural Bodybuilding Federation. So at that show, if you won your class, your overall, out of both, then you won your pro card.
Gotcha. Yep. Well, so the goal was to win it all.
Oh yeah,
Number one.
For sure.
What was the result?
So I ended up getting third. I did 2 classes. I did debut and I did open. So debut is for everybody that's their first show ever in that federation. So I did debut and I did open, and open is just everybody. Whether you competed,
you in there with the ones, with the vets and everybody.
The vets and everything, but everybody that was in that class in men's physique that want to do open, and so you have to do open to be eligible to win your pro card.
Okay.
And so, bro, it was a lineup, bro. It was stacked, bro.
Yeah. And you won, really what you placed in the open?
Third in both.
Wow,
third in both, bro. Bro, thank God for that. I won third in both. Bro, it's crazy.
Third in both, and you just like jumped off the couch and say, "Hey, I want to do a show."
Yeah.
Not to say you jumped off the couch and say you did a show. You put your work in, bro.
For sure.
You grind for it. But this your first show, so now I'm pretty sure you run it back. Like you come in with a whole different mindset.
Man, what? Yeah,
walking the door with
definitely. Different mindset.
Yeah.
Got to understand what I can be, what it would look like, and on top of that, I know it's probably breaking it a little bit something else, but I will not have to lose 50 pounds to do it.
Yeah.
So
because you gonna kind of.
I'll be already. I know what I need to do to be ready for it. Like you was right, bro. You said jumping off the couch, bro. I jumped off the couch. It was like, hey, because bro, I might have would have started a little bit earlier.
For sure. And I mean, I guess when I say jump off the couch, I didn't want nobody to think like, oh, you can wake up and be like, oh, I'm finna go be a bodybuilder and jump on stage. Yeah. Like, nah, it's a lot. It's
you gonna work for it.
Yeah, it's a grind for sure. It's a grind for sure.
Thanks.
You got a solo award.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you didn't bring that up.
Yeah.
You got a best poser award,
bro. That's a crazy story in itself, bro. And man, hopefully we can run the clip because, bro, it was crazy. So I leave from getting my third place award in the open, I believe, in my class. So it was like class A and B. They separate them depending on how many people in your show. And so the announcer, she was like, hey, Dominic or contestant 19, can you come back to the stage? So I immediately turned around in shock. Like,
what you think? And she called you back for?
Bro, she seen in my face. I didn't know what it was, bro. I'm not lying. Like, we turned around. She's like, just trust me. I'm like, okay, cool. So I get out there, and then, they say the best men's physique pose out of the class, and I was like, whoa, like,
wow,
that's crazy.
And you didn't even know that was an award to be given.
Nobody. I don't think nobody did because that's not like one of the. At least in the shows I watched, that's not like a typical award.
My boy said, I'm leaving here with something.
With something. I'm leaving here with medals. A couple medals. Absolutely, bro. A couple medals.
Oh, man. So that's what's up. Is that exclusive to that show, or is that
I'm not sure. I'm not sure, bro. They might do it at other shows, like Best Poser. But I know, like, you could do a routine. It was crazy, bro. So at first, I opted out to do a routine. Like, you do your individual routine. Where you just come show your physique for like 30 seconds. And so me and my coach came up with something. And I realized, like, oh, I opted out. So I emailed the woman who ran the show and their team. And she was like, you can opt in. And this is the day before the show. Okay. And so I'm like, man, I hope she allowed me to opt in. I've been practicing on this routine, X, Y, and Z. And end up doing a routine, and that's what got me the award. Because, I mean, honestly, in my opinion, everybody got up there and they did, like, our mandatory poses. Yeah. Like, you just want to see the mandatories. I'm like, me and my coach came up with something different, bro. Shout out to A Boogie. That's what I call him. Shout out to A Boogie because we came up with something different that showed all of my physique and not necessarily just the mandatory poses that they have us do.
Was he at the show, the coach?
Yeah, definitely, bro. Definitely,
sure. That's
bro.
love.
Well,
That's
then that was another divine thing too, bro, about me doing the separate show. First show in Louisiana, he probably wasn't gonna be able to make it. And then that show ended up being in Dallas, and he was able to make it. So, bro, that having him there was huge.
Yeah. And I watched throughout the journey, like they were always shouting you out, especially him. Like, so he enjoyed you as a client and as a partner. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure on his end, or on their business end, some people really not committed. Some people, you know, because I mean that's their work, you know.
Thanks.
So I mean, if you're not committed, you know, you kind of make the coaching, you know, you kind of get them a bad name, you know, like, oh, I know such and such work with them. This is how they look, but they probably ain't, you know, take the right steps or whatever like that. So I'm pretty sure it pays off to have a dedicated client, somebody who gonna work hard, and that's what you did, bro. So pretty much made them look good. They made you look good, and the results was the best poser, best physique. So that's what's up, man.
Appreciate it.
I had one more thing I want to jump into pretty much. So afterwards, right?
Yeah.
And I got to shout these guys out because they showed you mad love. Like, they posted you on the nutrition shop wall and everything, man. They so talk to me about the nutrition shop and the collab that y'all were able to do. You had your own like pancakes over there, bro, some waffles or something. Bro,
man, it was so divine, bro. I'm just grateful to God for that opportunity and just meeting that young man. Like, we went to it was around the corner from our house, and man, we hadn't been there. I've only been there once before, so maybe like a month before the actual show. You know, we just
Vibe Nutrition
Vibe. Yep, Nutrition Vibe. Shout out to my guy Paulo. And Nutrition Vibe family, man, all of them are awesome, amazing. You walk in, bro, you like family when you walk in, bro. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. So it's a great name, perfect name. And so, bro, me and the family was going there. The family and I was going there. Bro, they got great refreshers, what they call the refreshers. I believe they're tea-based. They got certain milligrams of caffeine, but it's not sugar. So we started going there, and then we just built a relationship, chopping it up. I love what he was bringing to the community as a whole. So bro, we ended up just chopping it up and creating a collab meal. Bro, he came up with the name. He was like, you know, what do you think about because I said the press forward pack or something like that. Yeah. He was like, what about the press forward power pack? And I was like, oh, shoot. So, you know, we collabed on that and made that happen. And, man, I'm grateful for that opportunity.
That's what's up. So, in closing, man, we know you do this, like, routinely. Every morning you always give some advice, some encouragement, something like that. So, I'm going to put you on the spot with it, right?
That's a bit.
And it could be something that you kind of gave already for us on social media. Two things: shout your Instagram out, and then like lead the people with some words of encouragement, man. Some press forward motivation.
Man, off the cuff. First, you can follow me on all platforms at Mr. Press Forward on Facebook, Dom Caldwell, and man, I'm gonna keep it simple. You just gotta understand, you as you press forward, there are people watching. There are people tuned into your life. There are people tuned into your story. No matter what level you at, no matter what you classify yourself at, people are watching your story and they're believing in you. So believe in yourself and keep pressing forward. Just know you're unconsciously motivating them to do the same.
For sure, bro. For sure. And that's it, man. The first Press Forward podcast, man, brought to you by HTNX. Once again, I am your host, Kobe Rashawn. The man to my left is the owner of the brand, Mr. Press Forward himself, Dom. Man, I thank y'all for tuning in. Please check us out. Consider subscribing. Consider watching us and tuning in wherever you can, man. We're going to be preferably, most I willing, more episodes to come, right?
Absolutely.
More episodes to come. Right here, Press Forward Podcast. Peace.
Press Forward Podcast.